220 miles an hour. The ultimate supercar. All carbon fibre, the fabulous 6-litre V12, 660 horsepower V12 sitting in the back. Only 399 of them built, and only one allocated to New Zealand as the Can-Am car comes back. And the contrast going out, and this is the 1951 Ferrari 212 Export Berlinetta. Extraordinary rare car. Only two were built with this bodywork by Gear Ugly from Switzerland. Again, a V12 Ferrari is renowned for their V12 engines, and this is a photographer's paradise. There's going to be lots of those red rockets in the compound, particularly tomorrow, which is the big day. And we just wait for the older of the cars to come out, because Lionel Rogers, the owner of the Enzo, he's only driven Manfeild twice in the Targa Nava tour when they've gone in the other direction. So go clockwise this time. His only previous experience here has been anti-clockwise. As the Formula One pedal shift, Formula One type suspension is really a Formula One car in sheep's clothing, I think. And the nose, of course, very, very cleverly designed, which simulates the front wing of the Formula One car. It was designed by Pininfarina, or the house of Pininfarina, but the gentleman who actually penned the F60, which is its correct name, the F60, was in fact a Japanese. So does all the pedal shift, all the flick like any good car today has, but this takes it, these types of cars take it to a whole new level. If you've got to fill it up at the fuel station, you're going to have to put in 100 litres a time, which is getting very expensive. Fuel is about $120 to fill the tank load at the moment.
Buy a Porsche, it's cheaper. Buy a Porsche, it's cheaper to fill.
Very pleased that Steve Donnell has realised that this car might be worth photographing, which hurts him a great deal, being married to Amanda McLaren. And both Steve and Amanda, they'll be down there doing the prize presentations, the presentation of Bubbly, as they have for many, many years, a very integral part, an important part of the Whittaker's Classic meet. Talked to Lionel Rogers just a little earlier, absolutely delighted. He says it's just nice to get out on this thing and have a little bit of a play. It travels around in its own crate. When you buy one of these, you're flown over to Italy, and then you get all fitted out with the seat and everything else, and it's actually flown to where you are. It has its own custom-made crate and road cover, and it's freighted around. It came down from Auckland in the crate on Thursday and Friday, and thanks to Personal Transport Services, so that we can enjoy the sights and sound of seeing the world's greatest supercar in action for the first time down the long bay.
Sounds like a gravel tree.
Mm.
Deceptively quick. Deceptively quick. What sort of gear change?
Pardon?
Gear change.
The old pedal,
Oh,
pedal
I
shift,
see.
yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't imagine it.
Quite a pedal.
Just to change stations, isn't it?
Oh, chicken flake coming out.
It looks like Gail Kittle going to hang the checker out for the Enzo, and well, there's no shortage of go. There's no shortage of stop either, because it was the first production car, if we can call 399 production, it'd be limited production car with the ceramic and carbon brake system, hugely expensive, hugely rides tomorrow.
Get this other one.
And I think they may be doing some today as well.
The other Ferrari.
Holy shit, my arms are burning.
That one.
So we look at the program, due to the setup with the suspensions and this glorious V12 engine.
Yeah, like good printed. Yeah.
The 2.56 litre V12, two of them ever made, and a bit of upper cylinder lubricant there, but extraordinary rear car, and these older Ferraris now, but they come up on the market, and the Ferrari are just legends built around their V12 engine, and this was one of the very, very earliest, I think it's chassis number 137, the 137th car built at the Maranello factory.
Yeah. So ship the old one down and drive the...
You think the Enzo accelerated to 100 k's in 3.5 seconds, and the 212 that took 7.9 seconds, so things have changed a huge amount over the years, and this particular car would have a top speed around about 180 kilometres an hour, and as I said earlier, that the variant of it, which was they raced in the Panamericana, was hugely successful, and raced in events like the Tour de France, the Targa Florio, the Mille Miglia, the Colorado Grand, the California Mille, and all those major races of the era. So it's got a huge amount of history.
We'll just have to slow down. Lights switched on and started flashing and everything. I thought, okay, I'm busted. Yeah. And he just carried on screaming up towards Narrawahia, so he must have got called to some call out. And the rest of the trip I'm thinking, okay, I've used up all my luck for this trip. And probably the next 2 or 3. 150 odd K, I've done the license in 3 months. Yeah, and the same this time. Same spot. Yeah. And they lost his passenger story. I haven't seen that episode.
Your dad has.
Yeah, that's right.
So many reading. They were nothing more than a bloody round goodness of village. So he drove them around.
And what it's all about, what is the magic from Marinello? And I think the Enzo, there's some sitting in there at the moment, who is maybe owing the big one for just a minimum $10 donation going to the Cancer Society of New Zealand, that you can have what will have to be regarded as the ultimate hot lap, and it rounds along to the Berlinetta, C12 in the Berlinetta, 308 Targa. That's the way they line up at the moment as well.
What's that?
And there's the 512 TR that's going to lead them out, the Testarossa. The middle variant of the Testarossa, the 512, and then you've got the Montreal, the Modena, then the 512 Berlinetta Monster. They are coming to the 90 miles an hour. The Foster Valve 308 is the Targa, which is the 308 GTS, and Debbie Chapman. Will be tomorrow of Ferrari's seen in New Zealand at a motor race meeting, and the Ferrari owners club very, very strong in the Wellington area and right throughout New Zealand. The Debbie Chapman leading the way lining up down there. They've paid their minimum $10 donation. Look, they're on their mark with Olympic sprinters. I want that one. Now that yellow Stradale, and then there's the new 430, which has been released, the 360 400 horsepower. This replacement, the 430, boasting 500 horsepower. And the same, basically the same motor car with improved chassis. So the 51212 comes back, Enzo tucks it behind it. Then we've got Debbie Chapman in the 348. Husband Dennis in the Dino 206S replica. Here we go. They just wait for them to come up, and then they'll bring them up and send them out again. Hello ladies, want to take a lunch bag? Not a lot of luggage space, only just for enough room for a toothbrush. Line them up again, ready for the mass start. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these red cars will have majors in the grid on an open day in Monza or Fiorano, somewhere in Italy, where they have thousands of them assembled. And others.